All right, guys and gals, back for the fourth episode.
Of season 8 of Game of Thrones. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you how I'm feeling right now.
Wait, are we doing spoilers or what?
We're doing spoilers.
Okay, so straight off the bat, if you
Don't-
haven't seen it, don't even bother
Really
continuing.
Okay, so right off the bat, I am very heartbroken. That is my mood for the episode. But let's attempt to go through, I guess, chronological order. So, like, the beginning of the episode, it starts off really somber with them lighting their, like, funeral pyres. They show Jorah. They show little Lady Mormont. They show like a bunch, like pretty much all of the important characters that died in the last episode, and it's sad.
But I like how it transitions to a very light-hearted kind of celebration. They make that one dude into a lord.
Oh, Gendry.
Yeah, so I mean, it does switch out for a brief moment.
Well, yeah, like they show Gendry gets well, oh my god, I don't remember.
They make him a lord, and then the two brothers are playing like a truth or dare kind of drinking game with the big lady Bree. What is it? Brienne, and some other dude that I don't know too well. And they start, boys will be boys. They start going into like how guys are into weird subjects, and she just doesn't like it.
Tyrion says that Brienne is a virgin. She's never slept with a man. She's never slept with a woman. And Brienne is a classy lady. She does not answer.
She says she has to go piss. I don't know how classy that is, but
she's a classy lady.
She's like, all right, I'm avoiding this. Basically, like, I'm not gonna talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Takes off. A fucking giant titty man
Torment.
sees this and he's like, I'm gonna. This is when I get her, and then got blocked by one hand man.
Jamie.
And he was like, just heartbroken. He was like, I can't believe this. This one hand man comes in here. I'm giant titty man, and I just got blocked. So, he's soaking somewhere, and it's kind of like a comedic, kind of sad relief. But then some girls are like, hey, what's up, titty giant man? And he's like, all right, well, screw it,
Yeah, and they do show the Hound in the hall. There is this little interaction with the Hound.
When I had a prediction, the Hound is gonna do something big.
He hasn't seen the rest of the episodes. The Hound is going to be doing something big, and we are calling that Clegane Bowl. There is going to be a face-off between the Hound and the Mountain. There is no way that they are not going to show that.
Oh well, I knew that just simply from remembering the old parts when he stopped them from killing that Rose dude from the beginning.
I don't know how many episodes you've seen.
I've seen good amount throughout my time when whatever. But anyways, I just think that aside from the Hound, I think he's gonna play a really big, crucial role in overturning everything. Not just him killing the Mountain, but just it's gonna be something where you're gonna be like, dang, he did that.
Well, anywhoosers, let's get back to Gendry. Gendry fucking proposes to Arya, and
I already knew he was gonna do that, and I already knew she was gonna say no.
I knew Arya was gonna say no, but still, I was just like, Arya, like, oh, my broken-hearted love, like.
She just wanted to get some booty because she thought she was gonna die, and then she was like, I gotta do stuff still. Like, I was just trying to get some booty real quick.
Well, anywhoosers, so that happens, and then we are like sent to a scene where Jon is in his room, kind of drunk.
No, he's fucked up.
He's a bit plastered. And Daenerys comes in. She asks him, "Are you drunk?" And he's like, "Nah." But then he fucking trips. But anywhoosers, so this very serious conversation goes on about how Jon doesn't have to tell Arya and Sansa that he is actually a Targaryen. And so,
I mean, the gist of it is like she kind of basically pits him as like, you know what? Nobody knows this. Only me and you know this,
and Bran.
and no one has to know this anymore. Tell everybody else to shut their mouth, and that's how it's gonna be. That's how we're all gonna coexist.
And he doesn't promise that that's what's gonna happen. And so the next scene, I don't really remember too much because
Like what happens after that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Well, what happens after that
I'm on my
is
third margarita.
they do that thing, whatever, and then
They do that thing.
everybody takes off.
Oh yeah, everybody starts
to do the. They have the meeting first where Dragon Lady's like, we need to freaking get him, and we need to get him now. And
Sansa
yeah,
was-
the girls are like, you know what, they need a rest, and she's like, the hell they do. I lost the dragon, or no, she didn't lose the dragon.
No.
She lost a lot of people though. Going back to the last review, we thought they had gotten a dragon, but they did not. Anyways, so yeah, so she's like, we can do this now. My enemies are going stronger, da 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 da, and the girls don't do it. I mean, they're not really with it, but ultimately, that's what's gonna happen. They start squatting up. After that, Jon Snow pretty much goes up to the girls and is like, hey, y'all gotta respect, you know, my future baby mama, because, you know, that's the way it's gonna be, da 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 da. But he's kind of reluctant, and that's when he makes Wheelchair Guy tell him who he is.
Oh my god, Bran. He makes Bran tell Sansa and Arya, but we actually don't get to see that. I really would have loved to see the reactions of Sansa, like, damn, dude, you're banging your aunt, but whatever. So we don't actually get to see
They
that.
don't really seem too bothered by it. She's more bothered by the jelly fact that he's not taking the title that he's supposed to be taking.
Yeah, so anywho's, so we start seeing them. They agree that they're gonna start marching south.
Yeah, they're mobilizing. They're going south, and
we see the Hound start going by himself, and then we see Arya join him. You know, Arya and the Hound back together
they have
again.
a very tender.
Adventures
They have a very tender moment
in
where
their own
it's
weird
like
way.
they're both suggesting to each other this is their last hurrah. They're not coming back. They don't expect to come back. They're gonna do what they have set in their minds, and hell or high water, they're not gonna come back alive probably because of it.
Yeah, and so there's that nice little scene that you don't expect to have, and then we start seeing, is it
They take off in the ships, and the dragons are flying, and
Majestic?
yeah, you're just like, whoa, one of them looks really kind of messed up. But anyways, they're dragons, so you're like, yeah, they're gonna tear stuff up, and then just
Wait, you're getting ahead of yourself.
how am I getting ahead?
Because there's that that whole Tyrion and Viserys conversation. You know, the bald guy.
Oh, where they're talking about.
When
See,
they're talking about who should be the rightful ruler, because clearly Tyrion is very faithful to Daenerys, and obviously Jon Snow would be the better ruler of the Seven Kingdoms.
I honestly think that
Viserys, it's Varys. I'm sorry.
that scene was literally filler because it's not gonna play any crucial role.
I
in the
think it's
future.
going to play a crucial role because clearly they're talking about treason. Tyrion says it's not treason to think it, but they're literally talking
All right, I'm
out
gonna
loud about
throw
it.
this out there. Previous to this, I personally think that Dragon Lady's not gonna make it.
Daenerys.
Yeah, she's not gonna make it. So there won't be anything left to discuss about it.
Well, that was one of the things they said is that, well, we could just all die, and that'll just solve everything.
Well, yeah, I really do think that she's the way that they're setting it up. I honestly don't think she's gonna make it.
I don't know. I still don't know. Now at this point, I don't know who.
I don't think
is
she's
going
gonna
to
make it, and I don't think Tiny Dude's gonna make it.
Everything is out the fucking window. Well, anywho.
Well, it's not. Well, anyways, back
To
to
me,
it.
it is.
They have that thing, treason, not treason. Then they end up going like, all right, well, that's enough talk of that, and they leave.
And so they show up, and so Daenerys is there with her whole fucking fleet in boats, and she's just. It seems like she's just taking like a fucking casual
It's
ride.
a leisure. It looks like a leisure, like a
On her
yacht
fucking dragon.
leisure, yeah, ride kind
with
of thing.
both of her dragons, and then fucking out of fucking nowhere.
Which previous to that, I had seen that they were building these dragon killing things.
Everybody saw, but still,
Yeah.
like, you don't expect it. They're on a fucking, they're leisurely, like, just like, oh, majestic, fucking flying.
It's the
and,
perfect time
Yeah.
to shoot an arrow through a dragon when
Yeah.
they're having fun.
And so they fucking take down a goddamn dragon. So now we're down to one dragon. Euron's just like fucking stoked.
And
He's fucking destroying the fuck out of goddamn boats.
I love. I mean, I hate, but I love him
Everybody
and-
has that love-hate
and that
relationship.
the other Iron Throne lady. What's her name?
Iron
The
Yara?
Cersei's.
Cersei?
Cersei's.
Oh, she's
Yeah, the queen, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Well, the way that they build them up in this episode, where like they're so terrible that you just cannot not hate them for what
Can
they're
I tell
doing.
you what somebody on my Facebook described Euron as?
What?
As a Hot Topic pirate. Doesn't that make sense?
What, the guy that shot the dragon?
Yes, that's
No,
Euron
he doesn't.
Greyjoy.
He doesn't look like a hot topic.
He
pirate.
looks like a Hot Topic pirate.
He looks like a discount George Clooney when he had the Roman cut.
Well, anywho.
He looks like a great value George Clooney, but like eviler, because I don't think I've ever seen George Clooney play an evil role. Anyways,
Yeah, back
back to this.
So, fucking Euron fucks shit up. He fucks up their fleet, and then, so they go to this thing. They show this scene where they're showing like what's left, and basically, or am I thinking too far back?
You're jumping up too far.
Oh, okay, I'm
because
sorry.
that happens. That beautiful Nubian lady gets captured.
Miss Sandy.
Miss
She's
Sandy.
So gorgeous. She's really gorgeous.
It turns the tide. Everybody's kind of shipwrecked. They're getting back into shore. The Lady of Winterfell
Sansa.
is talking with Big Bree.
Brienne.
Yeah, she just got some. So she's fully in charge. And they're talking, and one handman comes over, and he's all like,
Jamie.
what's going on? And he tells us, like, oh, we just got wrecked. And he's like, dang. And he's like, yeah. And the other lady's like, can't wait till your sister gets served. Too bad I'm not gonna be there. Takes off. They kind of, time forward. Big Breeze in bed, just chilling in that double king-size bed. And she feels that this dude's not, one-hand man's not here. One-hand man's taking straight off on the horse back to see his sister.
That whore.
Big Breeze, like,
Well,
begging him, crying.
it was very dramatic and like very heartbreaking. Like I wanted to cry. Like I kept looking at you like I wanted you to hold me.
And I was like, how did you not expect this to happen?
I didn't
This guy's
expect
not
it.
he's not a good guy. They're in the middle of like this big war. Something's going on. The tides are turning. He's got unfinished stuff to
I
do.
know he has unfinished business, and I know that like there's that whole fan theory that Jamie's got to be the one that kills Cersei. But still, like
I
I was just like,
don't
I
think
want
so.
him and Brienne to have their fucking happily ever after. Anywho's, so Jamie leaves Winterfell in the middle of the night. Very sad. Brienne is very sad. So I'm sad because I love Brienne.
I'm gonna throw a little theory out on this one. Look,
Okay.
a lot of stuff's gonna happen. Big Bree's gonna end up going to this thing.
Big Bree.
After this happened, that dude's gonna be there. It's gonna happen where they're intermingling, and he's about to get killed, and she's the one that's gonna step in his place, and Big Bree's gonna take that.
Oh, I think Brienne's gonna die.
She's gonna die protecting One Hand Man,
Oh yeah.
and it's gonna literally affect him, because like the type of character that he is, he's not gonna get that warrior's death that you want. I think it's just gonna change him for the worst to the best, how character development happens. I think the death of Bree is really what's gonna set him into.
Well, he was the worst character. Like he's.
No, I think that's what I'm saying, but that's why he's not gonna get that happy ending, and he's
Well-
gonna have to see that, and penance wise. Well, anyways, back to the thing. He goes off anyways. He basically tells her, he's like, I don't know why you're crying. I'm not a good guy, whatever. And he takes off.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
I think it's when we cut to the final scene, right?
yeah, because they have a little bit of a talk. The Nubian girl's boy guy that's really in love with her is like
Grey Worm.
is like talking over, and basically they show up to have a kind of cordial meeting before asking for each other's surrenders. And
And so, basically, Tyrion and Qyburn are the ones that are supposed to like tell each other to surrender, and both of them have the same thing. Like, fucking Daenerys says Cersei can surrender and she won't fuck shit up, and Cersei tells Daenerys to surrender and she won't fuck shit up. And if Daenerys doesn't surrender, Missandei will be killed then and there. And so Tyrion's just like, bitch. And so he just like walks
it's
up.
a brave little moment where he wants her audience person. He doesn't want to talk to this
Qyburn.
jabroni anymore. He wants to go straight to her, and they're acting like they're gonna shoot this little dude, and she's like, nah, it's okay, let him
Yeah.
say what he has to say. So he says what he has to say.
No, what he says is really important, which for some reason I was just like, why the fuck are you saying this? He's telling him, I know that you're a good person. I know.
Well, when he was talking about the baby.
Yeah, that
which
he
the guy,
loved-
the
that
guy that's behind her, that's trying to
thinks-
get her pregnant.
thinks that the
That
current
there's
baby
n-
that she has is his, and it's Jamie's.
Well, I didn't know. Does he know that she's pregnant now?
Well, yeah, because earlier in the episode,
I remember him saying, "I'm gonna put a baby in you."
yeah, and then in this episode, she says something about like our child,
Oh.
that she's gonna rule the Seven Kingdoms, and that
I don't know. I
he'll
just
rule
know
the
that that's gonna
seas.
play a big part on her downfall with a discount, great value George Clooney.
Well, anywho's, so, anyways, so Tyrion goes up. He's trying to talk to Cersei, and he's telling him, like, I know that more than anything, you love your children, and that if she wants the current baby that is growing in her belly to live, basically, is that she should surrender. And so, like, for some reason, like, if I were pregnant, if I were to be hearing a man telling me this, I'd be like, fuck you. And I would do the same thing she did. And so, the same...
How's this? I was like, pregnant hormones. What's wrong with you? She's
I know.
like
So-
20 times more rabid than ever.
So what she does is she keeps her promise about killing Missandei, and so she tells Missandei, if you have any last words, say them now. And so instead of anything, she's like looking at Daenerys and Grey Worm, and she says Dracarys. And, if you watch the fucking episodes, you know that means to fucking light that bitch up. And then they fucking,
Well,
The
that was.
mountain.
I think that was that you're downplaying that a little bit, because
how am I downplaying
she's
that?
up there. She basically knows there's no getting out of this, but she's looking down and she's seeing him and Dragon Lady basically break down there because they know it's gonna happen. They can't stop it. There's nothing. They're down to one dragon. They're shit out of luck. So their faces aren't poker faces. They're literally showing that they can't. They can't back up the threats they're doing right now. So when she yells out that word, you know, it's, you know, she's all thug life, and they're like, oh man. So
Well.
their faces immediately change, and like
Well,
she sees that their faces change, and that's when she starts to smirk, kind of to like prove to them like, oh, your game faces are on. Well, this is my game face, and it's like a kind of like a smirk, and that's when Dragon Lady turns around, does that beeline, and just kind of.
so, anyways, the mountain beheads Miss Sandy. Thankfully, it's not a close up. You just see him.
It's a distant shot
Yeah.
where the head just kind of.
The head and the body.
Well, yeah, I mean the head
falls.
goes and then just doof, doof,
Yeah.
like a sack of
And
potatoes.
so it's very sad. Like I love Miss Sandy, and I just cannot. Like I'm still very heartbroken over this, and so that's how the episode ended. Like with Miss Sandy dying, and you know clearly, Daenerys is very upset, and so the next episode they're gonna fuck shit up, and it's gonna be a good time.
I mean, like I said, I don't know. My biggest thing is like, why aren't they attacking at night?
That was the same thing I thought. I was like, why are you guys showing up during the day? Why are we having a leisurely fucking stroll through the skies right now with
My biggest thing is like,
two
you have
goddamn
a
dragons?
you have a big ass dragon that breathes fire. They have these giant crossbows. Just do it at night. Literally do it at night.
Yeah, well, so that was everything that happened. I know we missed a couple of smaller things, but those clearly weren't that important.
No, they really weren't. I think it's just, you know, kind of like a fill-in.
This episode did feel like a bit of a filler episode, unless or the last 20 minutes were like the more important ones, I think. But
I mean,
yeah, the rest of it felt filler.
It was a mood setter, I guess, because you know they just won this big battle, and you can't just go from one battle to the other. So they kind of tackled
yeah.
that subject and how they don't want to do that, and
Yeah.
then how they rushed into it, completely unprepared, a little bit too gung ho. When this crazy lady is clearly well rested and has all of the worst intentions, very prepared. And they're not like these White Walkers that are just mindless, you know, hordes. You know, she's calculated. She's got a really good setup. So,
Yeah. So, anywho's
my prediction: dead people, Dragon Lady, tiny dude,
Tyrion.
Tyrion, Dragon Lady.
For this next episode, I think this next episode is supposed to be like the biggest episode of the season.
Because how many more episodes do we have? 2, right?
2 more episodes.
Okay. Tiny guy, Dragon Lady, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow?
Yeah, Jon Snow's. I really think he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. One Hand Man's gonna survive.
I don't think so.
I think he's gonna survive.
I think he's going to go out.
Lady Bree, Big Bree is gonna be gone too. God, I had one more too. Oh my god. I know this is gonna be a very unpopular prediction, but I honestly think the way things are going, I think Arya's gonna get it. She's
The
gonna.
throne?
No, she's not. She's not. She's gonna get killed.
No, I don't think so.
I honestly think so.
I don't think so.
They gave her big moment, and the way that they're setting it up right now.
No, I don't think so. In the next episode, I imagine Clegane Bowl is going to happen. I think that the Mountain and the Hound will kill each other. Like, there's not going to be a winner out of that. They're both going to die. I think that the whole Cersei and Jamie thing is gonna happen in the last episode. So I think Jamie's going to survive. I don't think Arya is going to die. Honestly, I hope Bran dies. Like, Bran, you're so useless.
I don't think he's gonna die at all. There's no reason for him to die. He's not anywhere near that zone. He's like literally the farthest away.
Anywho's, I think Brienne is going to die because I think she's going to follow Jamie.
Yeah, she's gonna follow him. It's gonna be a big thing.
Try to save him.
She is gonna save him. Tiny dude's gonna die trying to protect Dragon Lady. Dragon Lady's gonna get it anyway. Jon Snow's gonna die trying to help people out. I think the Hound's gonna survive because Arya's gonna go and help him. Because I like how they set the thing up where he distinctly says, "So if I get wounded again, are you gonna leave me?" And she says, "Probably."
Well, yeah, because she's done that before. And
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a setup. If y'all guys haven't, well, not even spoilers for Avengers Endgame, but Infinity Wars, when they say I won't do it, no matter anything, they end up doing it in the thing. So I think it's gonna be a thing where he's gonna, it's gonna be a thing. All the people that you wanted to die, I think, are not gonna die. Like the Hound, One Hand Man, and God, what's that other dude? I forgot. But I really want that Cersei's
Euron? Pirate Man?
yeah, no. I don't care if Pirate Man lives or dies. He's just a bad guy, so if he lives or dies, it's cool. But the hand of Cersei's.
Qyburn?
Yeah, I want him to get it like real bad, just
Yeah.
because I don't like him, so I want him to get it real bad. And I think assassin dude that came in and made that deal with the two brothers.
Mm-hmm. We totally skipped over that.
Yeah, we
scene.
skipped that. But assassin dude's gonna come in there. He's gonna see Tiny Dude dead. He's gonna turn around and see that One Hand Man is still alive. So that's gonna be where he keeps his word with.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Well, let
we
us
went
know.
a little bit over on
yeah.
our time, but
Let us know if you have your own theories, who you think's gonna die in the next episode. Definitely let us know how you're feeling about this, because I just want to make sure I'm not the only one just completely heartbroken and depressed.
pretty sure the only one that was taking it pretty bad. Unless like, I would say that the base of people that felt that way are like in a full suit of armor watching their TV, or they're dressed as a dragon. What's his name? We saw that SNL sketch.
I don't know.
He plays Alan from The Hangover. Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, where he's dressed as the dragon.
It's the
Like, people that are dressed like that probably took it the worst. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well.
See ya.